know, but then you don't know what the EXP matchup is going to be exactly.
I will go Lapu or Uranus here.
Yeah, Lapu or Uranus here just for the denial and then kind of force Team Falcons into that kind of glue scenario. Oh no, they go straight for the Sora instead. All right, you know, let's leave it, leave it up to the coin toss, leave it up to the mechanics of the team fight. I'm all down for it considering that, Fish God has found angles. Sometimes he doesn't catch them, but hey, you don't always catch a fish every single time you throw the line.
Well, the Farsa has been picked up, so Team Falcons taking a bit of a Delphine Yaguai's book to deal with this Melissa, as well as the Eudora. Delphine Yaguai has a very aerial kind of draft here with both the Eudora as well as the Sora. Some may argue that the to do is Esme, I guess it's okay. I think they just need a tanky frontline, and maybe this doesn't feel like using the Uranus again, considering he did lose against Fish God earlier.
I mean, considering that they have like 3 forms of CC, it makes a lot of sense. And Badang is going to be the final pick here. It means an easy way to actually disrupt and, more importantly, cancel out the Feathered Airstrike if he is in position to do so. Now, there's a lot of ways for that Feathered Airstrike to get canceled out, but most of them, unfortunately, are very short range. It's going to be difficult to get into that position in the first place, assuming that Flap is able to kind of keep Fish God from actually leaving the lane. So that first movement here and hitting level 4 is going to be super important, and I would argue that Team Falcons probably don't want that first turtle.
Yeah, I gotta say, good draft coming in from both teams here, and I think that for Yaguai, they're drafting for their style, which is they want to fight as much as they can, and they want a lot of disruptions with the hero that they have. Having the Badang, having the Harara, as well as the Eudora, there's a lot of mini interaction that you can stop Team Falcons from moving about. And as long as they keep their jungle safe, it's looking pretty good for Delphine Yaguai here.
Yeah, I definitely want to see how that EXP matchup is going to go, because there is the opportunity for a solo kill at level 4 for the Sora into the Esme matchup, because unfortunately for Esme, she's not exactly the ultra tanky dancing celestial girl that we all know until she's got a couple of items in her hand. And Flap opting to go for Impure Rage, so he does want to proactively trade in the lane.
Yep. Well, looking at the situation right now, it looks like this might be a game where there's not a lot going on for maybe even the first turtle. I think the first turtle, Delphine Yaguai, will try to fight out as much as they can. And I think it's on Team Falcons whether they want to, fight back or they want to give the space that Delphine Yaguai deserves. Because I kind of feel like unless Haji gets level 4 in time, I don't think Team Falcons can fight out that much.
Yeah, Lung took Mystery Shop and didn't go Purify instead, and now the early mid trade here has been looking really, really good. At the very least, is Haji able to get a lot of his damage down onto Yi1, including the passive damage from the bird. But I'm surprised Lung didn't go for Pull Yourself Together and opted to go for Flicker.
I think he just feels like I have more damage, I win anyways. Why do I need the Flicker if I can kill them first? Which honestly, with the Fighter Emblem, I don't think you can do. But hold on, a gank up top forces out Flap to use the Purify, and I think that's gonna be good enough. Lung now losing the trades against Super Marco. Yeah. Well. Yeah, that's it. I have no idea how to follow up on that one.
Yeah, me neither, because again, I think this is a pretty significant mistake here. But we'll see. For now, early Purify being caught off of Haji, and this is what we were expecting, right? This should be a no contest. If by any chance Kyle's able to steal this, that'd be great. But look at Zed.
Now looking for the side, it looks like he was able to dodge quite a lot of damage created Fracture here. The turtle is being worked on by Zhaoxi. Doesn't look like Kyle has any avenues to go in. Delphine Yaguai secures the first turtle for free. Lung has a Flicker, able to dodge it out. Everything. And somehow Zhaoxi was able to get a kill onto Kyle. This is looking pretty good for Delphine Yaguai. As long as they protect their jungle and maintain this lead, they might win this one, Gideon.
Yeah, they might just win this one. So they're trying to back off at the very least. They've already found that early lead that we were hoping for. And now, how is the conversion going to go? They already got stolen the purple buff away from Team Falcon. So that's going to affect Kyle a lot. He's not going to have as much presence. And Zed, he's not wasting any time here. Look at him. He's already trying to zone out this Marcel to make sure that at least Lung is able to actually catch the Clint underneath his turret.
Yeah, I feel like they understood that they lost because Kyle had access to their jungle, so they're just gonna stay inside Kyle's jungle, where basically Zed is gonna be a glorified CCTV to see where this Nolan is gonna be. As long as they have good vision on the Nolan, they know that they're not gonna get invaded.
Oh, wait, just missed the kill angle, and now at least Flap is able to get the Fallen Star Moon away, but they get the trade down on towards the bottom side as Zed ends up going down. Is this going to be a potential steal on the Zhaoxi's small green camp? We'll find out. Guess not.
Looks like Retribution is used, and that's going to be honestly very important. I would say that was worth it for the Retribution. In terms of the gold lead, it looks like Team Falcons actually does have a bit of advantage here. I wonder if it's just because Dumfeng Yaoguai has been losing some minions or creeps here and there. Shouldn't though. Well, a pause is here, so that's great.
Boy, yeah.
Not really, but
well,
you know.
I mean, it's not the greatest in the world, but at least we can see where the leads are falling, is starting to build up for. And Dumfeng Yaoguai, it's really just Zhaoxi at this point. Kyle, unfortunately, losing out that purple buff means that he's not going to be he's not going to be able to really force too many things. And Zed has been body blocking him down on this bottom side to deny reinforcements over for Super Marco. And that's the thing, Super Marco actually wants the lane to be pretty 1v1. He got a great trade onto Lung's side, and here at level 4 and beyond is when we're expecting actually that Super Marco needs to start controlling this lane even better and should be dominating it, because his trades with or without the endless battle generally is going to be at a higher DPS in comparison to Lung.
Yeah, definitely has to be careful of that, because Team Falcons, they skill much better. And we're looking at a clip here of how they were able to get Kyle earlier, and this is just where Zed is just in an unfortunate situation. He gets caught. Anyways, as I was saying, Team Falcons has a better scaling comp. That Haji, I would say, has better value in the late game by just pushing everyone away. And then Super Marco, compared to the Melissa being on the fighter emblem does mean that she can kind of fight all day, but she does not have the damage using any other emblem types compared to Super Marco on this Clint. Kind of doesn't care what emblem he's on. He just does a butt ton of damage anyways.
He just does so much. Now, as we see that E1 is getting some pretty good damage on towards Ogwin's side with the help of their Hirara, and they want to make sure that Zed doesn't really show his face first. Now, I mean, at this stage, Kyle has to worry about two separate things. Wait!
Yep. Almost bursted down Ogwin, still surviving. Lung unable to get the kill, unable to get that basic attack in. Fish God goes in, does not use the shifting skies just yet, does not see Team Falcons clumping up. But yeah, why? They still want to get this turtle, and now Fish God just kind of zoned them away. Zhaoxi's still on the turtle, able to get it now. Why? They should disengage. Flap able to get a kill onto Zed. And that's just gonna be it for Dumfeng Yaoguai. But Team Falcons, they want to continue on. They want to get Fish God here, and Fish God gonna get taken down by Kyle.
Nicely played by Haji. He saw the dive angle, but he's got to be careful not to get traded out. Zhaoxi shows up. Does he find one? And it looks like he will get at a bare minimum one as he gets back out. Feathered Airstrike does help him actually trade back to the bare minimum, and Falcons now take a T1 off top side because the cleanup just wasn't good enough.
That was very not worth it, but they were able to get Super Marco, so that's good. Good and bad Falcons, they were able to get the turret, but they killed the turret, I would say, too fast, that they were not able to kill off the EXP cart. So Fishgod wasn't super punished there. If they somehow let the turret just attack the minions for free, denied him of that EXP cart, then maybe they could have had a better lead. But hey, you know what? A turret's a turret, still a good trade overall. Bad trade for Zhaoxi, because I think he overestimated his damage at that point. But at least he doesn't have a Sky Piercer, so there's no stacks that was missing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. He only got the Sky Piercer after he died. So at the end of it, he loses no stacks whatsoever, which is great for them. But at the same time, hold on.
Well, was able to use the golden hour, denying Fish God of that engage.
Look at bot side. It's only going to get worse from this point onwards, right? Thunderbelt's already completed by Zed, so now he's starting to build up those stacks, and Ogwin at this stage still pretty squishy overall, as Zed is starting to scale up pretty quick flicker from Marco though.
Yep, still able to catch Marco there. The damage is not going to be enough just yet. Haji used the Feather Airstrike onto Lung, so both gold laners have took way too much damage in the bout. Looking at mid here, Team Falcon clearing up fast, and all the while Cal is getting free farm down bot. And I would say this is the strength of Kyle ever since 24. Hold on. Ogwin, able to escape there. Looking at a turtle. Turtle secured by Kyle. Team Falcons able to extend their lead here. Almost 20k against Demon Yaguai, 18.4.
Really good delay here from both Ogwin as well as Flap. They're looking for just a little bit more. The Falling Star Moon doesn't land at the bare minimum, but Youngfun looking for the punish.
Able to get that Purify. Zed trying to continue on the fight, but again, the damage is not enough. And look at this, Kyle is stealing the creeps away, stealing away this purple buff. Oh no, he's just waiting for someone. Able to get Long. Now Team Falcons have basically won the map.
Yep, they've won the map. They should be able to get bottom tier 2 as well if they recognize, oh wait, Youngfun Yaguai have denied them information. Purple buff is up, so he's going to wait. And until they show themselves, that's when we're going to see the inevitable push down on that bot side. And you can see even from Haji's POV, he's sticking close towards that bottom side. He is ready to dash into that direction with the Wings by Wings when necessary. But right now, he's got full vision over the rotation of the Youngfun Yaguai to protect this T2 side. So luckily, they are able to save it, and it's only a purple buff net for Kyle.
Well, looking at all the items so far, I think Youngfun Yaguai, they're just not able to use this Eudora to catch someone off and then giving a kill over to Zhaoxi compared to game number 1 where the Farsa just has burst damage but can do the burst damage multiple times. Here it really is just E1 one-time ult and then that's it. So that's quite a big change that they have to get used to in the second game. Look at Team Falcons, they're all pumping up. They're basically getting free turret up top, probably setting up hoping that the Lord next spawn will be down bottom so that they have that long lane advantage.
I do want to talk about the fact that E1 has a Genius Wand as his first item. He's going for the glowing as his second, but honestly, I think they needed just a better answer to Flap because I don't think they're going to close the distance on Haji anytime soon.
Yeah, no, I agree. Good set, 3 members in, and looks like the golden hour not gonna hit onto anyone. Fishgod is all alone though. Zed is there trying to follow up, able to get Flap. Flap is surviving everything, and Owe gets a kill onto Fishgod. This is not looking good for Youngfun Yaguai. Good set, but the damage simply isn't enough.
What an overheat. Like, Fishgod's set was completely fine. He didn't need to start dashing forward after, and so far things have been going really... Oh, wait, Zed's in a lot of trouble.
It still survived though with that flicker, so looking pretty good. Lung takes a bit of damage, but should be able to heal from there. But he is a marksman. He should not be moving that forward. Even the damage from E1 is not going to be enough here. Gideon Flap is A-okay. Yeah, definitely Yaguai needs some kind of anti-heal here.
But Falcons, they can just drag this out because of that, and now look down towards the bottom side. They want to make sure that they get the orange buff and also clear down bot lane before they end up losing their holy shielding. But look at the position that they're fighting for. This Tri-Brush is now getting flushed out.
Flap got caught in that wall. But again, this Esmeralda is way too tanky. Long has to be careful, man. His positioning, I gotta say, Gideon, is making me very nervous. Almost everything can hit him, including the Lord here. And look at the minion wave at mid. They're gonna get this mid for free. Ogwin taking a lot of damage from Lung. Flap trying to get Lung, able to survive. And now they even got the Feather Edge strike out, almost killing Fishgod. Oh, Ogwin, that was an ult. That was an ult.
That was an ult, but Zhaoxi!
Zhaoxi goes behind, tries to get onto Flap. Flap still survives. Ogwin able to stop Lung. Lung, one more hit from death. And Flap looking for a position. Team Falcon secured the Lord. And Lung able to get Ogwin. That was a lot of awkward positioning coming in from both teams. Zed will find Haji there. Haji should be able to get out of there. And Zed burn. The burn is not enough to get him down.
Oh, he breathes a sigh of relief. Cloud Shift, though, they're trying to turn the fight to the bare minimum. Fishgod's got no backup whatsoever. As Super Marco teaches him, no. It doesn't matter how tanky you are. I deal true damage. Please go back home. I want to still hold on to my flicker, and everything is okay. But I agree with you. It was a really awkward fight from Youngfun Yaguai. They gave up a lot of the space, and they ended up getting chipped out by the Lord because Team Falcons were able to sustain through like a majority of the poke damage is being thrown out. Not to mention that Haji just refuses to show himself and just holds on to that Feather Airstrike until absolutely necessary. This Lord should be able to net them something, but let's find out how hard they're gonna hit.
Feather Airstrike used to zone people away. Flap cancel out of Good engage coming in from Fish God, able to get Haji. Haji's all alone, but same can be said. Zed coming from the side, able to get a kill onto Haji. Nolan from Kyle is still waiting for Lung to show himself, for him to burst him down, but he finds Zed. Zed flickers out. Unable to be safe. Ogwen gets killed though by Lung. Overall, better trade for Dongfeng Yaoguai.
Nice, nice. Ah, man. I mean, if Team Falcons were able to just, you know, pick up the kill onto Zed and then walk away, have a 1-for-1 trade, but missing a top inhibitor, that's still, in a macro sense, quite worth it for Team Falcons. This upcoming Lord is going to be quite difficult for Dongfeng Yaoguai because a lot of their members, besides Zhao Shi, won't be able to deal with that wave. So at this point, they already have to commit at least one member to constantly clear that wave topside, and that is going to be a potential force error from Dongfeng Yaoguai that Falcons are just making sure that they just don't have an answer to.
At this point, Gideon, I kind of want to see a dominance ice on Fish God, because I really feel like E1 is not enough to apply the Life Bane onto Team Falcons, especially considering that Fish God always gets surrounded by everyone. The gauge coming in from Flap. Flap stunned up. Feather airstrike used. Trying to get onto Lung. Lung took 2 shots. Took quite a lot of damage, but more damage was taken by Dongfeng Yaoguai. Conceal use. Ogwen tries to catch 2, able to get 2 into that golden hour, and then Flap goes in. Flap gets caught, uses the Purify in the back line. Zed catches the members of Team Falcons. He secures a kill, same as Lung. Now only 2 members from Falcons is alive. They're chasing for Flap. Kyle is too far away. Now Dongfeng Yaoguai, amazing flank from both Zhao Shi as well as Zed.
Man, I gotta look at that VOD one more time. I was pretty sure that Lung somehow tethered Ogwen and was still getting auto attacks off. I'm not 100% sure if the damage went through, but we'll double check the VOD afterwards. But for now, at least Fish God is able to protect that top side, not let him shove all the way into the turret. And because of these 3 deaths from the side of Team Falcons, the Dongfeng Yaoguai should net themselves the Lord, and they desperately need to get an inhibitor here off of Team Falcons if they want to even out that pressure. Rather a 50-50 rather than nothing at all as Dongfeng Yaoguai secure the Lord.
Yeah, honestly, a VOD would be pretty nice, because it does seem like Team Falcons, they were able to get quite a lot of abilities coming in from Dongfeng Yaoguai by using the Feather airstrike. But again, I'm not sure. Perhaps Zed alongside with Zhao Shi was able to use the conceal and throw all of those chaos, a lot of, you know, explosion, fireworks, and the likes. They just didn't notice that a wild Badang as well as this Hirara just came through and then got majority of the kills.
And now it's going to be the nice slow push here for the side of Dongfeng Yaoguai. They're not synchronizing the waves. They want the traditional front to back. And with the base open, they're hoping that Haji would at least use the feathered airstrike to try and chunk down this Lord. But he's not going to use it. He's holding, and now he's trying to zone him.
Yep, able to get quite a lot of damage onto the Lord. So this should be pretty safe here. I think Dongfeng Yaoguai, they were waiting on Fish God to find a good catch, but good spacing by Team Falcons to deny that. And now, instead of going for the dominance ice, since he is the setter for the team, he goes for the Winter Crown. In case he messes up, he's still able to outplay the situation.
I don't understand. What do they want? Do they want the outer turns, or do they want that mid inhibitor? They gotta pick one here, because the Dongfeng Yaoguai keep on changing their priorities.
Well, Flap took quite a lot of damage. E1 was able to get that Life Bane onto him, but look at Super Marco, 4 items in. The burst damage is going to be quite a lot. At this point, I feel like he is going to auto crit, so the damage should be enough to take down Dongfeng Yaoguai. His problem is getting in range, that's it, because if he goes too far forward, he might get catched by Zed or Zhao Shi, so he has to keep himself far enough so he doesn't get caught, but somehow close enough to still deal damage.
But that's only if Ogwen is kind of in a position where he's not engaging and he's proactively peeling, right? Because that's kind of the only safety net that he has, that Super Marco actually has, besides Haji. And even then, we've seen Haji let that feather airstrike rip super early in the fight to get the guaranteed damage. Because Dongfeng Yaoguai, they don't have as much sustainability, right? A lot of the damage that's being applied to them as poke generally is pretty permanent overall. And I think that Dongfeng Yaoguai, look at this, they know.
Yep, Long still survives! Outplayed Kyle! Kyle gets taken down, and now has to use the golden hour defensively. Dongfeng Yaoguai gets a kill onto Kyle. That is not what Team Falcons want, Gideon.
A really good read, a very good read, in a matter of fact. Now that Kyle is dead, I don't think he'll be able to get into position without some kind of sacrifice coming in from Team Falcons. Ideally, it's probably just the golden hour to buy just a little bit of time. First position would be nice, but Diangfeng Yaguai is already here to punish.
And they really want to get Lap out of the way, already force him to use the Purify. And now, even the ult got cancelled out. It's a pretty quick ult, so they should be able to get that back pretty soon. Feather Strike used, unable to get the damage onto Lung, only the Fish God as well as Yi1. Fish God goes in, gets 2. They were able to dodge that out. Zhao Shi still secured the Lord. Winter Crown used by Yi1 and now gets caught by Zed. Flap still standing strong in the front line, but Super Marco responds, getting 1 kill. Probably gonna get another double kill for Super Marco. Diangfeng Yaguai overextends. 3 members have to pay the price.
Oh man, just great reaction time. Really great reaction time. Being able to flicker out of the Wombo combo coming in from Zed. And he found like a really good engagement on top of it. Luckily, they were able to buffer their abilities and they're going for the endgame scenario. Yi1 taken out. And I think they might have this in the bag.
Yep, the Lord is spawned, so they're able to delay just a bit here. Long takes way too much damage. He has to go back and base. The rest of the team takes so long to spawn. Long, can he cover all by himself? He's trying his darkness, taking a lot of damage. He still has the immortality. Immortality pop, but the game is over. Team Falcons win this one.
Oh my goodness. Right at the very end, right when you think that Diangfeng Yaguai have finally gone underneath the chin and got to the throat.
F&O strategies. Choose ready-made strategies or customize your own. Open your free DMAT account today.
Investments in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.
They've shown China, at the very least, as a region in the MLBB esports space, is catching up to the rest of the world, or maybe it is just this meta.
I do gotta say, that was, in a way, unlucky for... unlucky and a slight inexperience coming in from Diangfeng Yaguai, because they were attacking the Lord. It was around 16-17 minutes. At that point, the Lord does quite a lot of damage, and all the damage is true damage. So I feel like they really should not have tried to, you know, go for both. Just get the Lord or get the fight. And yeah, it's just a miscall, you know, a bit unlucky. Some abilities miss and etc. But overall, Diangfeng Yaguai, they did show that they're a very strong team, and you know, I want to see more from them.
Me too. They've shown that they've got mechanics. They've got hands. They've got hands. They know. I mean, Fish God, he knows how to engage when he has that flicker. But there are times where you need to just make sure you don't show yourself too early on. And I think that Diangfeng Yaguai, like Zed, has been overall the most consistent support we've seen throughout the tournament so far. Able to find like multi-man engages, and that's why Zhao Shi is so trustful of him. Right? He is dashing past members of Falcons to go and capitalize on the engagement that Zed has already set up. It's just unfortunate that at the end of the day, Lung, I think that he needs to just be a little bit